getting things going. Let's have some fun.
Two teams with 11 Super Bowl titles between them. The Niners and Steelers underway to begin 2023. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive.
Took his game to a new level and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough, skilled performer. Kenny Pickett
at second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Shoves him away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. He'll keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And this will leave him a yard short. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
He may go back to the home after a discussion with his parents.
Now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Starts as a rookie. Do you see a jump coming both for him and potentially for this franchise?
I do, and I trace it back to a December game against Baltimore in 2022. Kenny Pickett made some big plays down the stretch to give Pittsburgh.
Boswell's kick is good.
And this is the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers.
The full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11, and good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Still about looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Here's Lance. All wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards.
That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Again, McCaffrey. And this time he's into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone. Opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
That was good, tough running right on the result.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. They run again with Harris. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later.
Harris running straight ahead. Fights off the defender. Still on his feet. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 43 yards. And the Steelers are able to move back in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 20s. Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with.
They're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack.
What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. They'll look to set up his blockers. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And they will take over first and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Harris will start the drive out. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Talanoa from just across the midfield stripe. Here's a 2nd and 7. A throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And the offense is saying to itself right now. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first 46. To throw, it's Lance. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. Now following the completion, we're going to take a quick timeout. On second down, McCaffrey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there.
Lance now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a good bounce, forcing that incompletion.
And his kick.
You're happy to take him.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Still in the second quarter.
Here's another carry for Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. And they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 22 there.
Waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth, 29 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown. And the lead finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out. On second down, here's Lance. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Keanu Britton. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. Taking on the midfield logo. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back on here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs.
2nd and 9. They'll toss to Harris. Bust through the tackle. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Lance to throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes. Cole Holcomb proving too much there for the offensive line. He gets the sack. Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And pressure gets to him again. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taken right around the 44. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Sheds off the tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Lance. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
From the gun, it's Lance. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
It's fielded at the 45. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are able to add on to their first half lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
49ers 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. On the return is Peterson. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Steelers set to take the field. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Back to throw, Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point now by Boswell. And the route is on here in this first half. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Lance looking to throw it. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. Now, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Here's Samuel. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lance. Able to find the open man. That's complete. taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, Charles, we get a peek now at the Steelers' 2023 class. And this was a team that received a lot of praise for how well they handled the draft board all weekend long and filled their biggest needs.
And they certainly started off great. Broderick Jones at tackle in the 1st round. Then they got Darnell Washington, a massive tight end in the 3rd. That was a steal. And he likes to call himself an extra offensive lineman. But how about Joey Porter Jr., the cornerback out of Penn State, to start round 2? What a moment. Seeing him go to the team his dad starred for almost a decade, he should start immediately at corner.
Lance now on 1st down. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the 1st half.
And Lance going to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1. What was the...
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers.
A 5-yard touchdown catch.
And the 49ers are able to claw one back.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Moody good with the extra point.
So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Olszewski now from his end zone.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At about the 32. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Fights through him. A solid stiff arm. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
189 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
A nice carry by Harris, who had tougher sledding than in his Pro Bowl rookie season, but still topped 1,000 yards as a Steeler sophomore. As Pittsburgh tries to climb back to the top of the AFC North, he remains a player that their offense relies on.
Pickett now on first down.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He's definitely... We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Pat Freiermuth
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Steelers continue to pour it on. They go up by 40 now. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into Week 2. This has been an impressive Week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. There's receiver Brandon Ayuk as San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
For him so far, I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at it that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
Now it's Peterson. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At the 41-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 59 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
17. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. There is Deontay Johnson as this gets set for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken the...
There he goes, left side.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown. Deontay Johnson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point hits the left upright but goes through anyway. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
17. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And Lance now to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues...
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Najee Harris
from 13 yards out. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
79, 49ers 17. Chris Boswell.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game. Say a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
One word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a game of 16. 1st and 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
My, oh my, 237 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. They'll run again with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Throwing now is Lance.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Lance now on first down.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Now Lance again. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
To throw, it's Lance. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
My, oh my, 250 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. They run again with Harris. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris,
41 yards.
and the Steelers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week one. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week one. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
They have to like what they've gotten from him in this game.
Think about the accumulation of catches.
8.
The yards per catch now, because you're getting more than a first down every time he's touching the ball. This is the kind of game you want when you're able to throw it out wide.
Absolutely. Over 100 yards, has the 8 catches. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now Lance throwing on second down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Again, it's Lance. He's got Ayuk once again.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
First down, 49ers.
Lance looking to throw it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Now Lance.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
And the 49er first down.
Working from the gun. Lance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this one up to about his 14.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Harris running straight ahead. And he won't be close to a first down. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
That one down the field for Freiermuth.
And it's knocked away incomplete. Possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete.
They are not letting up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
One final try now for Lance.
And this is dropped and incomplete.